I want to go on record first saying I don't think it's going to be that hot. But my stomach needs a coolant. Welcome to
Krevat Attack Hot Scores!
Whether you like your peppers really mellow or like them electrifying, we'll help you find one to keep you from dying.
Well, some of the ones we've had could kill you.
That's right, but we've let people know.
We will warn you away.
That suggestion came from our guest, who is...
My eldest, back again after calling us old men and challenging us to a tablespoon of a ghost pepper sauce, Jacob Krevat.
Woo! I'm not sure if I should cheer or run away.
I'm going to cheer.
Hello, Jacob. It's good to see you. I don't get to see you very often.
Yeah. How's the job?
Job's good. Not fired yet.
My nephew has a master's degree and he's working as an engineer. I'm kind of proud.
Well, software engineer. Don't get carried away. Today's an exciting hot sauce day. I'm kind of thrilled. This is when the warm up is one I've been dying to try for a long time. I finally got my shipment. We are doing the classic hot sauce, and this is one that it's the garlic Fresno edition. So apparently the good people at Heatonist and Hot Ones messed up a batch of their classic sauce and over garliced it and liked it. So they played around with the recipe until they came up with a recipe. Well, I'll let them tell it to you the way they have it on the website. Born from a delicious accident, when a batch of the classic was made with 10 times more garlic than usual, a new classic was created. This limited edition blue label sauce is made with organic Fresno chilies, straight from Smoke and Ed's farm, giving the sauce a beautiful, earthy, sweet flavor and mild heat. When balanced with the extra garlic, it makes for a must-have table sauce that adds depth and warmth to any dish. So I think we're heading for some warm, not too much warmth, not too much heat, but some garlicky goodness. No vampires this time.
Gotta love the garlic.
Well, let me tell you what's in this sauce. As Matthew said earlier, Fresno chili pepper, which is very interesting because we thought the garlic was from Fresno. I guess we were wrong. It might be from Gilroy. Water, apple cider vinegar, garlic puree, in parentheses, garlic and water. That's a lot of water. Vinegar, kosher salt. Ooh, maybe Robert could eat this one. Organic dried garlic. I thought we already read that.
Okay.
Organic turmeric and organic black pepper.
If the water was organic, it'd be all organic.
Yeah, unfortunately, water's inorganic. So 2 types of vinegar, 2 types of garlic.
Double trouble.
Strangely, I smell vinegar and garlic.
Yeah.
And water. Nice.
Yeah, vinegar, garlic. I don't smell any heat.
L'chaim. Sour.
Yep.
I just looked at myself and I could see that I looked like I was enjoying myself when I had that taste.
I gotta say, I felt a little bit of heat in the beginning. I did.
Yeah.
It was a little hotter than I thought it would be for like a, mild.
Agreed. I thought it was going to be no heat at all, but there was heat there.
Yeah.
A little
It
bit.
earned its one. It earned its one.
It earned its one.
Definitely earned at least a 1. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking of 1.2.
Only Jacob is allowed decimals.
Jacob?
Or 1.23 maybe. And a little bit of an edge.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Now we're going to the hundredths.
I got sour more than anything else for me. That was the first overarching flavor for me, was a nice little sour sauce.
I'm going to state the obvious that it would taste delicious on wings. No, there's no question. I know why everybody's saying it's delicious. And I'll also state the obvious that I think it would be delicious on anything good with garlic.
Yeah, I can't wait to put this on wings.
It would make a great garlic bread.
That I was just about to say garlic bread with mozzarella cheese, like we used to eat at Bruno's. It used to be garlic bread a la Bruno, and it had melted mozzarella cheese, and pouring this on top of that. Wow.
Yeah. Put a quarter's worth of cheese on garlic bread and charge $1.50 extra.
Hey, don't give away the secrets.
You know, I'm not a big fan of hot sauce on pizza. You know, I've done it because people always say do it. I like hot on pizza. Red peppers. I've got a habanero powder, St. Lucifer spice that I love to put on pizza. But with this garlic profile, I might try it on pizza. I don't usually do that, but I might try it on pizza.
I would expand that to the Italian dish universe. In other words, I could see this with pasta in a red sauce. Any red sauce, this would make very nice.
This is your Italian cuisine go-to, at least to experiment and see. But it sounds like it probably would work.
I would give it a 7.
Yeah.
I was thinking 6, but I mean, whatever.
I was thinking 6, but not 6 enough to keep it from getting a 7.
Yeah. I didn't dislike anything about it. It just wasn't as
It was just
like some of the ones we've taken a teaspoon of. I've wanted a second teaspoon purely for, or quarter just for flavor. I don't really want to go back to retaste this, but I can see where it will be good in use.
It's a very usable.
Food. Like, it's going to be delicious on food. The reason I said 7, and I mean, I'm willing to go down to a 6 even. When I said 7, it wasn't with authority, is only because there's not a lot of complexity to it, right? I mean, you could put a lot of garlic in a lot of different pepper sauces, and it would have maybe the same effect and same impact. Garlic is just delicious.
Yeah. It kind of tastes like its origin, right? It was an everyday typical hot sauce, just kick up the garlic a little bit, and maybe a little more intricate. They put 2 different kinds of vinegar to give it a little more depth than an average one, but yeah, not that much.
Don't get me wrong, I like it. It's garlicky.
I mean,
It's
you gotta like it if
garlicky
you're saying
and
6 or
it's hot
7 anyway.
sauce. What's not to like? That's my favorite combination.
You know, frankly, I would like to speak about it for at least 10 more minutes.
Yeah, I don't think we have to.
No, I would like to because I know what the next sauce is, and the more we can postpone it, the better.
I wish I had more to say about it to avoid our next sauce.
Exactly.
I think we can agree on 7, but that it is just barely a 7.
Yeah. I
Barely
think it's 7 on the expectation about how good it would be with a variety of dishes.
7 on expectation.
You got an asterisk. That's an expectation asterisk.
That's for a record that's not really a record.
It's got a dagger next to it. The dagger denotes great expectations. So we're giving you a Dickens dagger.
If Small Axe gets me some Brooklyn, they can get that 9 without the asterisk.
You hear him over there? You hear what he said, Small Axe?
Yeah, come on.
Give us that Brooklyn sauce, baby.
The delay is done. Now we have to go hot. I want to go on record first saying, I don't think it's going to be that hot. I did not bring coolant.
On record. Okay.
This is definitely one of the ones that Smokin' Ed wanted to achieve heat with, and he's shown me what he could do in the past.
Yeah. Well, I'll say one of the things about this is that it was like his original Reaper sauce, and I think he's gotten a lot hotter since then. It's where he started. So hopefully that means we won't be hurt as badly as we were with Chocolate Plague.
I'm confident.
I only have water next to me, so I'm that confident. Thank you, Jeremy. The Reaper hot sauce, the world's hottest pepper, according to when it was made. Of course, when this was one of the earlier pepper sauces from Smokin' Ed Curry at Puckerbutt, and this is what they had to say about it on their website. The original Smokin' Ed's Carolina Reaper, registered trademark, hot sauce, the sauce that started it all with Carolina Reaper and vinegar to add a crisp, clean heat to any occasion. And Jeremy, I know it's a complicated ingredient profile, so get ready for some long reading with lots of parentheses and lots of percentages. This is a complicated sauce.
We're looking for the first A+ right now.
You know, as I look at it, I gotta say, I don't know what scares me more. The scariness of, like, when I'm scared because there's tons of ingredients, oh my God, here we go. Or the fact that this one has, like, so few. I'm pretty terrified at this. The ingredients are California Reaper pepper, and I messed that up.
What state? What
It's-
state?
I live in California. I was trying to take credit for the Reaper pepper.
Just thinking
It's
A
not from
plus.
It's not from California.
And I gotta say, to be fair, Jacob and I are in North Carolina, and it is not a North Carolina pepper, though it is like a 20-minute drive from Jacob's office.
It is a Carolina Reaper pepper. The second ingredient is distilled vinegar. No apple, no white wine, just distilled vinegar.
Jeremy, they don't ever have white wine. They have white wine vinegar.
Well, that's what he meant. He meant as an adjective. No apple adjective, no white wine adjective. My English degree says Jeremy is correct on
Jeremy
that.
is right, and I am wrong again.
I support Jeremy with my English degree.
I'll take a D.
And the final ingredient is xanthan gum.
Which is not a flavor ingredient. It just adds thickness, so that's not going to help us at all.
I could say it's encouraging that they felt the need to thicken it. That maybe I'll survive this.
Yes, I'm sure that's the case. You'll
Easy,
be
baby.
fine.
It's going to be easy.
70% Reaper pepper will be fine.
Ay, Baruch Hashem. I don't.
It smells hot.
It smells like,
Oh,
yeah, just heat. Like there's no, like, I don't know if there's flavor, just heat.
I don't smell heat. I smell pepper.
a crazy brother.
I smell the memory of chocolate plague. L'chaim.
No, don't do it. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh.
Beginning.
Huey.
The pepper.
Seeds.
Good.
Oh, it's intense.
I'm munching seeds.
Oh.
Yeah. I swallowed it whole.
Got a little on the lip.
Uh-oh. The heat is circling my whole mouth and
Oh,
infusing up through my sinuses and giving me hiccups.
I feel it in my throat.
Okay, it's starting to really gain now for me. The tongue.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
this is worse than I
Hiccuping.
thought.
This is hotter than I expected.
Yes.
It's right where I was afraid it would be.
Oh.
Woo.
Wow.
I'm going to do a little water so I can
We never
breathe.
actually agreed to do this show.
Oh.
It just kind of happened. He just sat me down and gave me the help.
Oh, boy.
That's hot. That's hot.
Here in the Carolinas know how to do a Reaper.
Okay, I think peak has happened.
It has not turned for me.
Now, the more I breathe, the more my tongue burns.
Oh,
There's
I'm
no
better.
way. It's still getting hotter, my tongue.
I'm still really hot. I'm not going to make up that I'm not. I'm just saying it's no longer gaining.
Yeah, it's not growing anymore, but it's not falling either. It's plateaued.
Where did Jacob go?
I went for ice cream.
Oh, I hope you don't do the chocolate plague ice cream Matthew made.
You're not alone, Jacob. Yogurt. Whole milk.
Yep. This easily lives up to the ashes to ashes chocolate plague neighborhood of this is painful, you shouldn't do this.
Well, I had saliva come up and give me a whole new heat hit.
Which we shall now name, if we so can, the spit hit.
The spit hit. I like the alliteration of heat hit, but spit hit rhymes. That's even better than alliteration.
I figure we have a burn turn, we might as well be heat hit.
I like it. Okay, I'm going to reach for tissue.
I was holding some M&Ms in my hand, ready to pop them in as a coolant if I broke. But the burn turn has occurred, and while there's still heat in my mouth, I'm no longer in a, oh no, I need to do something about it.
So I think we're going to have some debate on this because I'm more last dab hot than I am ashes hot.
I'm Ashes hot.
The last dab for me is a delightful taste treat I would have over and over again.
We just had the classic hot sauce. I think it's the ruler. I think it is boss.
But then we followed it up with a mouthful of pain.
I think I would rather swim to Spain.
It makes my head turn. It makes my head reel. I think this sauce is a hot, hot deal.
This sauce really hurt my lip. I want to grab some yogurt and use it as a face dip. Run across the street and find out if they have some very mild meat.
I don't know how we got into a rap instead of a limerick. I'm just totally confused.
Jacob, you want to do a rap line?
No.
I'm so glad that we tried the Reaper. Let me tell you, this sauce is certainly a keeper. Just another great sauce from Mr. Puckerbutt. To do another quarter teaspoon, I'd have to be a nut. And I am. Another quarter.
Okay, if we need to.
We don't need to. It's just I'm putting it out there.
I have no desire to do another quarter because it's going to hurt. But if you're going to do a quarter, I would not let you do it alone. So I would do it with you at a backing my brother's play.
Once again, I'm not doing it. My stomach would not like it.
Okay, it's so spicy it knocked my son into, I don't even know if it's Yiddish or German. It knocked him into a different language.
The fact that Matthew and I are doing another just shows that Jeremy is the smarter brother.
Oh no.
Joke.
I wish I was downstairs where the ice cream is.
Whew. This will be the 7-8 test for me.
L'chaim.
I'm dumb. Seed.
Oh, the seeds.
Seed. Seed.
Hey, Lee, I don't think you know that much about green energy. Matthew, nothing about your products, Matthew. You don't know anything about the products you market for.
It's true.
Listen, Jeremy, stop with the flattery. I know about solar. I know about the battery. I know that climate change is bringing bad weather, and somehow we'll try to get through this together.
I may have taken a second sauce to try it again, but I can still identify a biological pathogen. You ain't so hot, Jeremy. You ain't as smart as me. I can tell if you have sepsis by your PCT.
Now we got weather events. They are systemic, and we have to do it at the same time. We've got a pandemic.
You two brothers will never learn. Stop doing a second teaspoon before the turn.
The heat in my mouth is one I have to nurture. Then I'll go back to selling you a blood culture.
Okay, it's really hot in my belly. It's hot in my damn belly. I got belly burn, and I hate belly burn.
This second shot wasn't as bad as the first for me. I think that tends to happen with me. The second one I handle a little better than the first. But it's really hot.
Really hot.
This is going to be one of those sauces that I just put a little bit in a sauce or a salsa. But I'm not going to be the brother that's showing off putting it on grilled cheese or crackers or anything like that.
Grilled cheese might be nice, though. Not a lot.
I'll be putting dabs on meatless dogs.
This is the kind of sauce that I think I can put on like the walls outside to keep animals away.
That's fair.
I just had a spit hit, and it's making me consider coolant for the very first time.
Look, this is a sauce that justifies a very small bottle because this is the kind of sauce where you put on a very, very little bit, like a tiny bit, if you're not going to mix it into something. Like, yeah, I'll put it, if I put it on a cracker with cheese or like a bite of food, it's going to be a very, very small amount.
I'm not putting this in a drink.
It would evaporate the drink.
Yeah, I'm not putting this in a tablespoon.
Look, I think it's at the peak now, finally. But it's a hot, hot, hot peak.
Like, I'm going to tell Jocelyn, do not ambush me with this sauce, ever.
Mhm. I want to go get some last dab to cool my mouth off.
Okay, this is the hottest stage. Well, I don't know. Let me think about it.
It's a Jeremy 10. It's in that special category with Chocolate Plague and The Last Dab and Ashes. It's in that special category of my mouth off, terrified of it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm chugging down water, which I've only done with like Chocolate Plague and Ashes.
This is making me can't speak weak. But
You're
it's good
losing your
on.
neck a little bit. You're losing your neck. That's a good sign.
What did we rate the Chocolate Plague? The heat
It was an
level?
8, and Ashes was a higher 8.
Well, there's got to be at least an 8.
It's at least an 8.
I think it's a solid 8. It lives right with those. It hurts me like they do. It's not better. It's not worse. It's like they are.
I'm just saying, so my stomach's starting to hurt.
Mhm.
I'm glad I don't have to argue that it's right up there with Ashes and Chocolate Plague.
No argument.
No. I was wrong for like the 5th time already. I want to go on record first saying I don't think it's going to be that hot.
What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, tasty.
Tasty.
Yeah. Why don't you guys talk flavor while we recover?
Yeah.
Flavor. It had like it had that strong pepper flavor at the very beginning, right?
Yeah, I liked Chocolate Plague a little bit better though. I think that the Chocolate Plague had a little bit more fruit and a little bit more pop of taste in the very beginning.
Yeah, this is more classic kind of pepper.
I will hypothesize that the Pepper X is a better tasting pepper than the Scorpion is, than the Reaper is. Like I think we've liked the Pepper X based sauces more than we've liked the Reaper based sauces.
The Pepper X, especially with Last Dab, they seasoned it with some mustard seeds. It had a nice soury mustard flavor. This is really just pepper heat.
Yeah, but I think that's comparable to Chocolate Plague versus this. I think Chocolate Plague, maybe like they were saying, had a better taste, and it's the same thing: pepper mash versus pepper mash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with incredibly hot sauces, if it's neutral, to call it a 5.
Like 5 is our starting point that it doesn't have a bad taste.
It was definitely not bad. Yeah, so 5.
I can go 5, whatever you guys want. I'm kind of out of it now.
I'm not arguing.
The mouth heat is not that bad now. It's all the belly now. It's about the belly. It's the belly burn all the way.
I'm tip of the tongue. It's like coating my tongue. Like it's like I'm happy that I'm not about to eat anything because I feel like anything would hurt.
Yeah.
I'm fine now, but I still feel it. And I didn't do the second hit. And I still have hot in my mouth.
It's not making me tear as much as Plague and Ashes. But my stomach needs a coolant.
Hey, this is our first Ocho Cinco, or Ocho Cinco, 85.
85.
But there was a player for the Bengals, I think, his number was 85, and I thought they called him Ocho Cinco or something like that, or Ocho Cinco, or
85.
okay. Well, you're
80 is 80, E is and cinco is 5. 85. Though I'm not a Spanish expert, I failed Spanish 17 times. So it very well could be that in some particular Spanish-speaking country, there is a slang term that is different than the correct 85.
Well, my friend Ugo will definitely clarify. He watches the show, so I'm sure he's going to tell me right away.
Yeah, could definitely be a slang term.
I gotta sign off.
Why?
Bathroom.
Uh-oh.
We lost Lee. Now, maybe that ups it to a 9 if we lost the Lee over it.
He just yelled 9. I thought, honestly, I thought this was worse and more painful than chocolate plague. And I was afraid to say it because maybe it was the mood, what I've eaten today, things change. But I definitely remember chocolate plague, remember thinking of the good flavor. I remember that it hurt me, but this was the most worried I ever was. I was actually worried, like, oh no, if this is getting really bad, like more than any other sauce.
Pro tip: a couple of M&Ms after a sauce like this does not help. It makes it worse. It does not help. Don't eat a bunch of M&Ms. Jacob, don't touch those M&Ms I gave you. Don't eat that M&M.
I don't know why I held up the green one, but
that's great. Yeah, green screen M&M. Don't eat the M&M.
Yeah,
don't eat the brown acid. Don't eat the M&M.
I tried nothing, and I saw Jacob go for the water, and I looked at my Bay coconut drink and said, "Oh yeah, I've got to do something."
I did the water too. Sean Evans on Hot Ones talks about how he gets hate mail about drinking water because it makes it worse or it doesn't help, whichever. And he goes, but psychologically, a cold water in your mouth makes you feel better. And I agree with him, even if it doesn't technically make me better. There's something comforting about having some cold water. I mean, I sucked this thing dry, and even if it wasn't making it better, it's comforting. Oh, little water glass. Comfort me, little water glass.
I want to apologize to, I think it's Chad Johnson was the wide receiver. I think his last name was definitely Johnson. But we're gonna have to take away using your number 85 and call this a 95 if everybody's.
Oh no, 95.
I've got to say, Lee having to run away and go to the bathroom and yelling out 9.
Jacob, you're being promoted. You're now part of the team. After I so graciously had a second shot with him that I didn't want to have, it killed him.
I started eating his yogurt right away, and it's one of those yogurts where you're supposed to mix it.
Okay, let me do a commercial for you real fast. Puckerbutt's The Reaper hot sauce. So hot, you'll forget to stir your yogurt fruit on the bottom.
Puckerbutt Reaper sauce. So hot, it made my brother cry for his mother.
Puckerbutt Reaper sauce. So hot, it made me the oldest brother.
So hot, a second shot I would pass, and it messed with my oldest brothers.
On the second shot, Jeremy said pass, and it passed through Lee.
Remember to hit the like button if you liked watching my Uncle Lee die on camera.
If you enjoyed watching us suffer, hit the subscribe button.
And if you want to be notified when the next video comes out to see if Lee ever comes back, make sure to ding, ding, ring that bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
This may be the very last episode of Krevat Attack Hot Scores. I wonder if we're in his will.